Oh, sorry about the wind. It's absolutely awful. Proper autumn coming in now. We've put a tarpaulin over the wood store. We've literally just put them on hooks over there and down the side and along the top over here. So hopefully that will at least keep the rain off, and also the hooks hopefully will keep the tarpaulin from blowing off in the wind. Today will be a good test. Having put some rubber from the roof down into the gutter to make sure the water goes there instead of behind the guttering. Usually the roof would come further over the gutter, but when we extended it for, to put the metal roofing on, we didn't have the wood store underneath, so it didn't matter, but now it does. Yep, that's the wood store sorted. And had to tidy up in the potting shed a bit so I could get under there where I store all the little bits and bobs for the garden, because I had a tap jacket to protect the tap, and all I could find were these bits. There's bits missing. So, because I couldn't find it, in true make-do style, I've folded over bubble wrap a couple of times and wrapped it around the tap and tied it with string. It is totally basic, make-do, but let's hope that the make-do does well for that tap over winter. We'll watch the space and I'll let you know if anything doesn't work with it. Because, every penny counts at the minute, and I'm not spending money on a tap jacket when I have something else I could make do with and keep that money for something more important, like paying bills. So yeah, that is one of the make do. Few minutes, it just took seconds really, just to fold over some bubble wrap it around the tap and tie it on, and then it literally took minutes to put the hooks in for the wood store and cover the wood up to protect it from the rain. Oh, and while I'm here, just while I'm in the garden doing more winter prep, I have actually planted some garlic and onions for next year. The autumn plantings of the sets for the garlic and the onions for the springtime. I have covered it with the EnviroMesh and the construction netting, so hopefully that will keep too much cold off and not let it dry out. Hopefully before the depths of winter in January and February, we'll be able to put some plastic over to protect it more from the winter, I hope. So that's our two make do quick little winter garden preparation stuff that just took a few, not even minutes. Something else we could do. I mean, there's lots of other little things we could do, especially with that big tree over there dropping its leaves every year, that we'd have to put something in the guttering at the back of the shed there to stop all the leaves going down. Although we have changed the pipes for the bigger ones, so it's not always a problem now. It doesn't block the gutters much. And I still have to change the connectors on the water bats, so that's still a winter job to do. Oh, the windows, I can't remember if I showed you, we did the windows on the studio, the craft shed. That was done and they're doing really well. There's no leaks, and it's made quite a big difference because they're double glazed. There's quite a big difference inside. That came out really well. That I'm glad we did in the summer before winter arrives. I think I'll just do a bit of a tidy up in here as well. Oh, look. The one Cape gooseberry. That is a very respectable sized Cape gooseberry. And that plant is now, how old is that plant now? Had it since we moved in here, really. It's got to be at least 6 years old now. So it's doing well. And I've propagated it from the original. And that's still going, but there's been no fruit on that one this year. Looks like we didn't. I needed to feed that one more, I think. But that's okay, they overwinter very well under the cover here. So let me just do a quick tidy up. There we go. 10 minutes just moving furniture, sweeping out leaves, putting things away and reorganizing, finding better places to store the charcoal, and just generally tidying up. I have left those creepers in there because I like them. They have pretty little yellow flowers. And the self-heal, it propagates itself. And hopefully, because they're under cover, they might keep going longer through the winter. These I'm leaving in place because the sewage drains, the pipe works underneath there. We had, when we first moved in, had a problem with rats. They chewed through the brickwork and come up next to the brick box for the inspection cover there. And they dug out there. And of course, where you've got pipe works underground, you've got rats, whether you like it or not. So to stop them coming out into our garden, I filled the hole with lots of broken glass and rammed it in and covered it up and then put the slabs down, and we've never had a problem since. And the plants are there because if ever they do come back, that will be evidence. I will see the plants have been moved and dug away. So I'll know that there's a problem there again very easily. So that just keeps that covered anyway. And I've transplanted some of the same creeper I have took up and put in the front garden because I would love it to spread there for a ground cover. I've moved the quince out to the back there by the construction tub, and the Cape gooseberry has been brought under cover for the winter. And yes, we have a couple more lovely fruits. I cannot wait for next year. This year was supposed to be the year I turned this into an outdoor room, like an outdoor living room, but it has to wait. It was a funny year this year. It's followed 2 funny other years. Oh, look at that sunshine. That's where the quince is for now. That's me done for now for this week. Next week, or home week, I will be showing you some of the recipes, the hay box recipe, the flask wheat, the what else is there next week? Oh, winter bedding. Yeah, all make do, of course. Going to be trying to spend little or nothing as possible. Listen to that wind. Sounds like the waves of the sea. Close your eyes and stand in the breeze and you could easily think you're standing by the seaside. I haven't heard any gulls for a few days now, actually. That's something I haven't heard for a while, the gulls. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Until next week, I hope you have a chance to make the most of your garden, whatever season you're heading into now. Bye-bye, folks.